The onus is on editorial teams to innovate with formats, because I think, as David Sable rightfully said, that it's all about the story is the most important thing, and this is the way you tell the story. But actually, the product only helps you with innovation, helps you to deliver that content elsewhere. And what we are saying is that the audience has segmented so much. People lead very busy lifestyles. Teenagers and young adults and young people potentially don't have the same affinity and closeness to the BBC brand as the older population, and we want to be relevant to them in the way we tell stories. We have started using a company called Touchcaster, which allows you to do interactive videos in a way that, imagine you have a video of 5 minutes telling a particular story, but there are interactive pieces inside that, so you can pause and you can go elsewhere and probe a little bit further. You either can do that your piece longer by 20 minutes, or you can just stick in components which a user, because it empowers user, they either skip it and go further, or they continue doing it. And another thing is that we know how promiscuous news audience is, especially if you take the social audience and search audience. They go to us using search, they stumble upon a story. If they don't have the affinity with BBC brand, and if our product doesn't surprise them in some sort of way, then they move away. And all news companies, they suffer from that particular thing, and we probably are in a better position than others. But what we're trying to say is that try to think about your story, how your story then, what kind of opportunities your story gives for a user for an ongoing journey. So where else can they go further on? And also if you say, well, actually, if we're doing a weekly cartoon, or if we're doing, so you build something which is extremely important in the modern world of digital, is the finishability. You know that this particular thing is going to consist of 5 pieces, which are going to be published Monday to Friday, and you really need to build that habit of news consumption, so people will go and see things which they like. BBC Shorts is a product which when we realize that you want to do something on Instagram and on social media, but also you need to appreciate the fact that people cannot consume sound, say in the office environment or in transport or something like that. And why don't you tell them exactly the same story using, say, a 20 seconds video, a 15 seconds video, because I still think that Vine is a little bit too out there, and it's too short a thing for a proper news story, because everybody can do 6 seconds Vine, so we need a little bit more. And BBC Shorts allows you, I think, to say 3 sentences about a particular story in a way which just updates you. So you have a habit of going to Instagram 6-7 times a day just to see what's happening and see other pictures, and we are there, and they just, instead of going to BBC site and consuming the same news story which is longer, they can just be updated there, and it's a relevant thing for that medium. Why not?